We have got a very special show for you today. We are celebrating the 40th anniversary of The Young and the Restless. We have with us the largest gathering of Young and the Restless, biggest stars ever assembled together on any talk show. Is that not cool? And The Young and the Restless, well, let's just say they have quite a history. It all began in 1973. Now, the Watergate scandal and the Vietnam War were still dominating the nightly news. And a brand new daytime drama that reflected the country's loss of innocence debuted on CBS. The show premiered on March 26th as a half-hour serial that the network felt would appeal to a more youthful-oriented audience. It originally focused on the lives and the loves of the wealthy Brooks family and the working-class Fosters. And after disappointing ratings, creator William J. Bell decided to inject more controversy into the show with socially relevant themes and issues. He also introduced a character who would forever change the face not only of the show, but of daytime drama itself. Wealthy socialite Katherine Chancellor and her husband, Philip. They drove storylines that involved things like alcoholism and infidelity, and later the show introduced a character named Nikki Reed, a girl from the wrong side of the tracks, and eventually paired her with a mysterious tycoon named Victor Newman. And what can I say? The rest, as they say, is soap history. Now look, whether you are a longtime fan or a newcomer to the show, you will not want to miss this exciting hour of love and laughter and memories. So, come on, we are going to have some fun. Okay, so look, for 40 years, The Young and the Restless has made us cry, they've made us laugh, but most of all, they've made us feel like a part of the family. Now, we have watched over the years the Fosters, the Brooks, the Chancellors, the Newmans, and the Abbotts, how they have faced countless tragedies and triumphs. And my first guests have had, well, let's just say more than their share of tragedy and triumph, as their two characters, Nikki Newman and Jack Abbott. They have been married and divorced twice, and their recent marriage was over in record time, even for the soap, seriously. But, but they will always be a part of Young and the Restless' rich history. Take a look at this.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, I'm so sorry I had to go back to work.
Oh, don't worry about it. You're home now.
God, I can't tell you how good it is to come home to this. So happy, so full of life.
No pain. It makes all the difference. I can function now because I'm not in agony anymore.
Oh, I know. I realize what you were going through. God, nobody knows any better than I do.
Well, we don't have to think about it anymore because I'm not going to be that way anymore, and we can just think about the future.
Please welcome to the show, Melanie Thomas Scott and Peter Bergman. Good job. How are you, Peter? How fun to see you. My goodness. My goodness.
I should have worn stockings.
No, can I tell you, my shoes match your dress. We look good. No, you both look amazing. So do you. Amazing.
You look pretty good yourself.
Oh, say that again.
You look pretty good yourself.
No.
How many more times?
You guys have worked together now 25 years.
25 years.
Wow. That's longer than a lot of marriages.
Yes.
So what do you remember? Okay, go back 25 years. What do you remember about those first scenes together?
I don't know if everyone knows this. She's in large part responsible for my being on The Young and the Restless.
Oh, you're taking my story, but go ahead.
Oh, they are married.
Exactly. I was on All My Children. It came to an end. Melody was on a trip to Canada with her husband, who was then executive producer of the show, and she had a soap opera magazine with my picture on the cover of it and said, "That's Jack Abbott." And yes.
Wait a minute.
Okay,
Hold it.
you
Yeah,
fix
we
this
really
story.
are
Fix
married.
this
Look,
story.
wait, this is going
this
off a
story.
little bit. No. What happened was we were looking for a new Jack Abbott because Terry Lester, who was the original Jack Abbott, was leaving. He had just left the show, and we were in a panic. Oh my God, who is going to be our new? Okay, go ahead.
And so they
I
contact.
feel like I'm the therapist.
Yeah, exactly. Are you through?
I don't know. Are you through?
So they contacted me, and so my first day of working with Melody, I got there. We moved to California when our daughter was 4 weeks old.
Wow.
And she had a gift for our baby. And so we got off to a really good start. I liked Melody a lot right away.
So you know that chemistry that you have, that first impression when you worked together the first time. Did you feel that? I mean, what was it like when
felt
you
it.
finally met each other?
He's still working on it. Yes, I felt it immediately. No wonder we divorced twice.
We've been doing this about the same amount of time. Me on 2 shows, her on this show, and so there is kind of a thing when you're working with a veteran that there are a lot of things that can go unsaid. That we work things out very quickly.
I believe
A
that.
soap vet family is a very unique thing. There's only one, and there's now only 4 shows that have them.
Yeah.
And it's pretty wild.
Were you surprised that your couple, you know, would be such an iconic couple?
I have to tell you, when we first got together, people were very happy because
Yeah.
I think Victor at that time had been particularly vicious or he had done something horrible. And so they were very happy to have a good guy like you for me.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. They like you guys together, don't you think?
Yes.
I think they do like you together. Although, does it tick you off that he always gets her back?
It ticks me off that he always gets her back. It ticks me off that I always lose. But
I mean, there's a male ego involved here.
But I've had a pretty good job for a lot of years now, playing the guy that doesn't win. It's been a good job.
Hey, Victor and I just got married for the 4th time now. We could get married 3 times. You don't know.
There's room for me to barge in.
I know all about marrying the same guy again. Okay.
I'll be your writer.
What was it like? What was it? You started in, what was it, 70?
I started in February '79.
79. What was it like on those? Because it was really a new thing then. You know what I'm saying? To be on those early shows,
It
those
was.
early
I
years.
had never, well, I can't say I hadn't heard of it, but I certainly had never seen an episode of it. I really didn't know what it was all about, and I didn't even want the part. I had gotten another NBC sitcom that week, and you know, you have to pick one. You can't do both. And oh, I wanted to do the sitcom so bad. And my agent talked me out of it. She said, no, just do the soap for a little while. You'll have fun, da-da-da-da. You make some money, you know.
So you did it for a
was
little while.
23 years old. I know, a little while. So 34 years later, I say to all young actors, listen to your agent.
I think there's destiny. I think we're when those
Apparently,
things happen,
yeah.
I think it is a destiny. So do you have any favorite, I know this is a really hard question, but just really quickly, a favorite storyline, a favorite memory over those 25 years?
Favorite memory with the
Together.
2 of us, Nikki spiraling into alcoholism, Jack, the great enabler, and in his frustration to do the right thing for her, he came this close to belting her, to punching her in the face.
And you like that.
And it was just, there was so much to act. There was so
Yeah.
much to play. And for days after that, he was shaking from the experience.
Is your character an enabler? Do you bring those things into it as they're writing it?
Jack falls in love in the most reckless way. He falls face first, nose first into love. And so making his woman happy is everything to him, even if it means
I think
enabling her
every man
alcohol.
should channel you.
Oh,
Yes, but may I just say that even if it's not love or romance, it could be a fight, it could be something else, but there's something in your eyes, and I've never told you this before, so I can't be lying. When I do a good scene with you and people say, wow, that was a really good scene, Mel, it was good because your eyes shot over to me the emotion, and that gave me the emotion.
That's sweet.
And that is absolutely
And there's the
true.
chemistry that you're talking about.
That is. That kind of chemistry is not manufactured.
No,
But I really
no.
believe that's being a giving actor, don't you think?
That's
Yes.
I think it's really trusting the other person
Yeah,
with
he's
where
very,
you,
yes,
where
you
you
have
are.
to trust him. You have to trust him.
Okay, so we have to trust some questions here. Okay, so what we did is we went on Facebook and we asked, there were so many, so we just had to pick, you know, one for each of you. But this one I thought was kind of interesting. This is for you, Melody, okay?
Oh, God.
It says, this is from Laura Lee L, and she wanted to know, if you could play Nikki, or excuse me, if you couldn't play Nikki, what other character on the show would you want to play?
Unfortunately, the answer is no one. I am so happy. There is no other character I want to play.
Yeah. I think that's...
And I don't think there's a lot of actors who would like to play Nikki either. I mean, because on the face of it, it's like, okay, what does she do? She doesn't do anything. She's rich. She walks around the house. She, you know, does flowers. What does she do? You know, I mean, it's very hard to describe her, but
It's
I
the inner
love
story
her.
you create.
I love playing her, and I get to play 200 characters under the guise of one with her because she's always mixed up with some new person or some nefarious thing. So
I think your character
I
is
wouldn't
very
want to play anybody
interesting.
else.
And then just really, really quickly, too, this one is from Amy C., and this is for you, Peter. It says, Jack has turned over a new leaf recently. Do you like playing him better when he's good or when he's bad?
I get to a point where Jack's been nice for a really long time. I get a little nauseous. It doesn't sit well with me. Yeah, I like it better when Jack's a little more manipulative and a little.
Because you're bad and you know it.
I guess.
He likes
both-
to be bad.
You both have played such memorable characters, and congratulations on the 40-year anniversary. It's so
Thank
great
you.
for you to be here. And don't go away. You're going to stay with us, and you have to stay with us because coming up next is Michelle Strafford and Joshua Morrow. So stick with us.
Coming up, Y&R's golden couple, Phyllis and Nick. Later, some unexpected visitors from the Young and the Restless.
Today on the show, we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of CBS soap Young and the Restless. Now, I know, so fun today. It has been 4 decades filled with passion, romance, betrayal, and more passion. And which brings me to my next guests. Okay, their characters, they had an affair, they got married, they had a daughter, they got divorced, they married again, and then recently called it quits for the second time. You practically need like a diagram to follow me and keep on track, right, with their relationship. But and you know what? While they may currently be with other people on the show, do you know what? They will never quite get over each other. Take a look.
I'll laugh with you. I'll cry with you. And I will love you faithfully through good times and bad.
When I first fell for you, it would be true love, ridiculous, all-consuming, unconventional, inconvenient love, the kind of love I've never had, and the kind of love that people wish for.
Please welcome Phyllis and Nick. We call them Fit. Michelle Stafford and Joshua Morrow. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. How are you? It's a pleasure. Come sit down. Oh, this moves. Yes, they turn. That feels far away. Come over here. You're cute. You know what? I just have to say this before we say anything else. Every show has to have their homely characters.
That's us.
Do we have any Fick fans in the house?
I just want you to know I am completely remodeling a home, and we are looking for bar stools. These are not in the room.
No, they're not in the market.
No.
But they're really fun to dance on.
These are nice.
They're good for waist exercises. What do you guys, you know what, you just have this playfulness between the two of you on this show. What's it like working together? Is it like that all the time, or?
He's really boring.
I am.
So boring.
I like to read novels and talk about philosophy.
He's a playful guy. He's a playful guy. And I'm pretty spectacular myself.
I don't take any. Yeah. No, you are. You are. Yeah. I just don't take anything in life very seriously, except for like my kids' baseball.
Yeah.
Everything else in life to me is just like a giant, like, I can make something funny out of anything.
You're a guy. You're a dad. You have fun doing those things. You know what's amazing to me, because, and I don't know if you know this, but I watched this when we were doing the original Donnie Marie show, and I was like a teenager.
I watched you. It's so exciting.
I watched you. No.
And then you did that thing, Marie. I've done some change.
Oh, yeah.
I watched.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh, you're so cute.
Where you got your haircut?
Yes, I did.
Hey, that's all.
Okay. But you know, you guys worked together for like a decade before they ever put the two of you together. Was that weird when they finally put you together? Wasn't it like a decade?
Yeah, it probably was. Yeah. Well, when I first came on, I was a psychotic freak, and he was a sweet high school boy. And he was a sweet high school boy. And then, and then we started working together, and we hated each other. And then, of course, you know, there's a lot of passion and hate. And so then we just were passionate together.
Yeah. I just never saw it coming. You know, I think that's one of the reasons why it works so
really fun.
Amazingly well.
Yeah.
So what were some, I know this is a hard question, but I have to ask this.
Okay.
Favorite storyline or favorite part of your character over the years?
My favorite story, and I'm not just saying this, is when Nick fell in love with Phyllis.
Oh, God, how embarrassing.
I'm completely serious. No. It kind of took my character from being this, like, you know, knucklehead who's bopping around the coffee house into, like, this leading man on the show. I got to work with Michelle, and it really matured the character, and it was such an amazing relationship, and the electricity that I felt when we were doing it was, like, awesome.
Yeah, it was
and
really fun.
And you're the nice guy. I mean, you really are the nice guy.
It was, you know,
You're not the nice guy.
She tries to be, you know, but she's not really. But that was really, it was fun. It was fun to play the affair. It's really fun to play. It was a kind of sophisticated story, and it's fun to play a secret on a show. It was really fun, and it affected so many characters. It was a well-written story, I believe.
Very well.
You know what, too, I have to tell you, you have such a likability by being such a nasty person.
I think,
do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
No,
I think the thing is that she knows, she can't help herself. She knows what she's doing is wrong. She has such a, she feels bad about what she does, but then she does it again.
But you do it well.
Thanks.
She does it the best.
Okay, really fast. I mean, we've only got like just 2 seconds.
we do.
Really fast. This one is for Josh. In your wildest dreams, what would be the best storyline that the writers would probably never give you?
I think Nick should own a professional sports team.
And really quick.
I do.
Really quick question for you. This is from
Okay.
Jill, or this
Wait.
is from Stephanie. Excuse me. What's the craziest thing you've ever done as Phyllis?
As Phyllis, I think that putting an octopus in Cricket in Paul's bed.
We have been talking so much fun. Okay, now look, we really hope, talking to the two of you, we hope that this fic thing finds a way back to the two of you, because I like you guys. And when we come back, we'll be right back with Laura Lee Bell and Doug Davidson. You guys are so cute. Thank you.
Coming up, Young and the Restless stars Christine and Paul, Laura Lee Bell and Doug Davidson. Still ahead, the matriarchs of Y&R, Gene Cooper and Jess Walton.
Oh my God!
You really haven't seen it, have you? I just couldn't believe my eyes. I thought there had to be some mistake.
Oh, there's a mistake, all right.
Do you know how this happened?
Oh, yeah, I think I got a pretty good idea.
Do you understand it?
No, I don't understand it, but I tell you, I'm going to talk to the one person who does.
Well, every soap has its sweethearts, right? The hero and the heroine the fans love to root for. Well, guess what? That's my next guest. They fit that description. She plays the teen model turned attorney who always stands up for what's right, and he's the dedicated private investigator who always gets the guy. So, together they have solved crimes and they put away criminals, but their marriage ended in divorce court, and now guess what? She's back in town, and they are back to business. Take a look.
I don't want to freak you out, right? But this is what I thought. If we're going to do this, if we're really going to do this, we have to be in the same city. And I'm freaking you out, aren't I?
I just am surprised. I never expected this, that's all. I mean, is it possible to freak out in a good way?
In a good way?
Well, yeah, you know, like freaking out in the best way possible, because I'm freaking out. I'm very happy.
Please welcome Laura Lee Bell and Doug Davidson. Hello! How are you? It is so good to have you. What a pleasure. Oh my gosh,
It's so fun to have Marie time. I mean, I did the Long Beach Grand Prix with Donnie and stuff, and it's nice to have you all stars.
Oh, you're so cute.
Oh,
it is so good to see. So fun to have you here. Fans love you guys. So, is it fun to be back on the show?
Yeah,
Because you took a little hiatus.
Right. I sort of, sometimes when I have a kid or do, I hop back and forth. But this is everyone's my family, so it feels like I never left. I come in and I could have been there yesterday.
I'm sure. Yeah, and it's nice to be able to do that. Where you can kind of come and go and do other things, other projects, and other things that you want to work on.
She's been a very, very serious mother.
Very serious.
I love that. I think that's how you're.
Well, my kids are now 10 and 12,
Right.
but I still cater to them as they're 2 and 4.
Well,
I'm working on that right now.
Well, they say when they're little worries. When they're big ones.
Yes, exactly.
So, you guys, speaking of little, you were both very young when you started on the show. You were a teenager, right?
I was a
How
teenager. Well, I mean, I suppose technically about 13.
I was going to check.
Yeah.
I
You were
forgot.
maybe 14.
I don't remember.
Do you remember?
I don't.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's just say about 18.
And if I could do the math, I would figure it out.
Then younger than 18.
You don't want to do the math.
Yeah.
I never do math.
He looks the same, so
I know.
The number doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, he maybe had a mullet back then, but
what was it like for you to be so young and working on such on a big
I don't
show?
remember.
You're lying.
Actually backstage when we all got our questions, we get our questions. It's true. I think because we memorize and then we forget to learn the next day, none of us have any real recollection
I
of...
dragged my entire life to trash and don't remember.
He's in therapy for that, too.
The disc erased.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what? It was awkward because we went through weird, funny 80s stages and
you have
hair.
to learn all that stuff every day. It's incredible.
Yeah. But it was fun going to work every day.
Yes.
But the reason is because you didn't do normal school. You didn't have normal life. That's what I mean. It was odd. It was a very different childhood than most people had. Especially.
Well, I was lucky. I really got to pretty much finish high school in Chicago. My parents kept us very grounded and normal, and then I came out to a very normal cast. Not crazy people.
I don't think so.
Well, right. I'm in denial about the whole thing.
So I've been asking everybody if they have a favorite scene or a memory over the 40 years.
Start.
Oh, he won't remember anything. Let's start with you. You take some time and think about it.
So refer to something here.
Yeah.
Look, did you have a good time doing that? We had a great time.
Oh, yeah, Nevis.
Every time, right. See, no. I think weddings.
Who the hell is that?
And we did. We had a lot of fun with that octopus in our bed, I'll tell you that.
The octopus in the bed.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
I do.
You kill me.
Remember some of the stuff when you look back, how much time we spent together over like 15, 20 years that we worked together.
Yeah.
And it is like family. You don't, you know, you do catch up right where you. and I'm slimming at the same time while I'm seeing Marie. The ab crunch thing, it works. Yeah.
You are
I'm trying to
so
talk to
fun.
you.
Okay, so really fast before we have to go, but I want really fast. This is from our Facebook questions. First, Laura, we'll start with you. What's in your real life relationship? Okay, like with Michelle Stafford. Okay, who plays your? She plays Phyllis, the enemy, right?
yes.
Okay. So how do you prepare for those crazy scenes that you guys do together?
We wait for those scenes. We both like run to
Do
each
you?
other as soon as. Yes. Are you kidding? It's for my character. Her character is, it's what I need. I need some bad girl in me. So we can't wait to do those.
Therapy, huh?
What is Facebook? I am kidding.
He's a pistol. Okay, this is from Marianne S. Okay, I miss seeing the Williams family on the show. What was your favorite memory of working with Paul's parents, Carl and Mary? Do you remember them?
Yes, they were. I gotta say, they were. Carolyn just passed away this last November.
Yeah.
And she was the most fabulous actress you can imagine. In 25 years, I never had a dishonest moment. And
Wow.
Brett was
That's saying
terrific.
something.
Yeah, was terrific too. And so I look very fondly back at all the times that we had to work together, and it was wonderful.
You know, I look at the two of you, you're like the sweet couple. You know what I'm saying? The wonderful couple of Young and the Restless. But you know what? You can't live happily together always. It's a soap.
I know.
All right, you guys are terrific. You're a hoot, and I adore you. You got such a wonderful history. We're going to talk more about your family and everything coming up. We have got so much more with Young and the Restless when we come back with Jess Walton and Gene Cooper.
Coming up, legendary leading ladies, Gene Cooper and Jess Walton. Still ahead, a tribute to the man that started it all.
Water! Catherine, hurry! Catherine, hurry! Oh! Oh!
Wow, so good. All right, let's just face it, the Young and the Restless simply would not be the same without the ongoing feud between the show's two longest running characters, Catherine Chancellor and Jill Foster Abbott. They have battled over men and money and children and even a house, and now they have set the record for the longest running rivalry in daytime history. Take a look at this.
I will talk to you about anything I damn well please. Now, I'm telling you right now. Are you going to tell me what you are up to? Or do I have to take you out of you?
Ladies. Not gonna hold it. Not gonna hold it. Would you stop? Ladies, come on, hold it. Hold it. What the hell are you doing, Jill?
Jill?
Yes.
She's the one that started it.
Please welcome Jess Walton and Gene Cooper. Oh, ladies.
See, everybody blames Jill. We start right off with that. It's always Jill's fault. And this
Because
is
it
Saint
is.
Catherine here. You know, in the early days, we each had our fans. I wasn't playing the part then, but they used to have Jill's people and Catherine's people with placards in the parking
Outside the
lot.
studio. Oh,
Oh,
it's true.
yeah. It was, I'm serious.
Oh, absolutely.
It really was like the reality television today. It was like, to me, soaps are well-written reality.
Yes, of course.
You know what I mean?
And
I've said
they're enlarged.
But you guys, by the way, you said something, you likened your characters to Looney Tunes?
It was the Roadrunner.
Roadrunner and Coyote.
Oh, the characters from
Because
the Looney
Jill
Tunes.
keeps getting anvils dropped on her head. I mean, because she gets these schemes and she gets all excited and she brags to the whole town she's marrying Victor Newman, and then he breaks up with her on the day that he's supposed to be proposing. And so she gets smashed again.
When she first came,
So wait, you're talking about the Roadrunner and the
Well, this is
Wile
her
E. Coyote.
character.
And
she's Wile E. Coyote.
I was.
Oh
I
no,
was-
she's the Roadrunner, and I'm Wile E. Coyote.
Right.
He's the
I
one
tried
that
to
gets-
explain to her one day. She was being obstinate about doing something. You tell her something that's going to be right for her, and she fights it. I said, face it. You are the character that's running around. You plan to blow me up, and by the time you light the fuse, I've passed you, and you blow yourself up.
I know, and I hate it. I hate it. Can you imagine how it feels to play a character for 28 years who is so dumb that she keeps getting anvils dropped on her head all the time?
Is that
like
tough?
This one, it's very tough.
I know that, but you get to go to the bank every week.
Well, that's true. I'm very grateful for that.
Do you know the two of you have been referred to as the show's super couple? You know that, right? I mean, how does that make you feel? Because you know, how do you take a relationship? Because I'm telling you, you're smart women. Because to take that kind of rivalry and turn it into such a lovable
loving
rivalry,
situation, yeah.
yeah. How do you do that?
We were talking earlier. Our set was last up in the day. We had hours. Back in the days when we used to sit there and smoke and do our lines. And we just, for hours, we'd plan the lines and the comedy and the whole thing. And I think that's one of the things that built the basis for it. We
would also go out thinking, remember this, we said this to ourselves. It's no different than you have your audience here, Marie. We would say, what can we do in the confines of the show that makes it real and keeps it within the show? What would the audience like to see?
That's so smart.
What would the audience
So
like
smart.
to see?
But not only that, these were two actors setting each other up.
Yes.
We would set each other up for our punchlines and our jokes. Do you know what I mean? It
Yes.
wasn't a selfish thing out for me.
No,
it was like both
You can
of us.
see that because when you said keep it real, I believe your fights. They were fabulous.
Oh, I know. We have such fun. We have a scene where we both get into it. We're rolling over couches and down on stairs, and she almost chokes me to death.
Yeah.
She chokes you to
But
death.
we had stunt doubles, and I didn't like what my stunt double was
And I
doing.
didn't like what
well,
mine-
just a minute. I did mine first.
Can I? Okay, all right, all right. We didn't either of us like what our stunt doubles
Right.
were doing.
Yeah, but yeah, you wait until I said, I'm doing mine. And I did mine with her stunt
I've had
double.
to do this for 28 years. It's okay. Go ahead.
And I was doing the stunts with her stunt double. And she said, my stunt double isn't that good. I can do that better. And we could have killed each other. We were rolling over couches, rolling over, and not, you know.
This was just a few years ago, and we're rolling over on a couch, both of us.
Like this couch here?
So you
We
did
said,
it
go away.
yourself?
We'll
Yeah.
do it ourselves.
We were on a couch this
Yeah,
size,
and it tipped
on the
over.
floor, down steps, into the cellar.
And I was strangling her on the
And was
ground.
going to.
She's tough.
She's so tough. I always go into these things saying I have to be really careful of her, and she beats the, you know what, out of me. Yeah. It's true.
That's awesome. Okay, so we're doing these Facebook questions. I'm really
I know
quickly. I just
that.
want.
I
Okay,
must.
this one's for Jeannie. Okay, this is from Laurie S. She says, "Did you like playing Catherine's look-alike, Marge?
Marge.
And how did you feel about them killing her off?
Well, I actually, if I'd had the liberty, I would have killed off the writers. Because Marge lives. She does. Marge is iconic. It's the second time she came back.
Yep.
What? Yeah. See, you know. I mean, she has a right to live. You have one of the greatest lines coming up in the show this afternoon. You haven't read it, have it? Aha.
I haven't read it.
Wow.
She accuses me of not having
So
read
there's
my
something
script.
coming up in the show that's fantastic.
This afternoon.
Really, when you go back
Oh,
and
I
watch
can't wait to read it.
Yep.
This one is for you, Jess. Okay, this is from Scott T. Jill, okay, has been in, she's been such a man-eater. That's what they say, okay. Who has been your favorite love interest for her?
Hands down, Tristan Rogers.
Really?
Hands down. Colin and Jill. Yeah.
Wow.
Head and shoulders above everyone
And
else.
all of the men that I was married to.
That's true.
Thank you so much, you guys, for being here today.
So sweet.
There would not be a celebration without you two. Seriously. Okay, when we come back, we're going to have more with the cast of Young and the Restless, so stick around.
Coming up, the cast remembers the Young and the Restless creator, William J. Bell.
chosen Victor to be your husband. Will you, with God's help, love him, comfort him, support him, care for him, and respecting his independence, cherish him as your partner in marriage?
Oh, yes, I will.
Yay! Welcome back. We are here with the cast of Young and the Restless. Isn't this awesome? Amazing. And we are celebrating 40 years of this amazing show on television, but this celebration would not be complete without paying tribute to the man, the visionary who shaped the world that these rich, complex characters live in. And as co-creator and head writer of Young and the Restless, William J. Bell introduced daytime audiences to characters and storylines that had never been seen before on daytime television. Bill Bell said this, and I'm going to quote him. He says, "You have to have interesting stories with a heartbeat to them. Stories viewers can relate to, escape with, and learn from in terms of social issues. I'm a strong believer that we are here to do more than entertain, that we are here to impact on the lives of our audiences."
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
Isn't that beautiful?
Wow.
Beautiful quote.
It was beautifully written, by the way.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's true. He was a writer.
Absolutely. What is your favorite Bill memory? I mean, let's start with you. Your favorite dad memory.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you have
you know, when you look at everyone here and you realize, you know, what he's done, my memory is just the fact that he was able to accomplish what he did and never seemed to be a stressed father, never wasn't there for us. Oh, you know, he was just such a good, funny man. And, you know, before the talent of the show, he was a good father and a good husband.
Boy, that's a wonderful thing.
And I feel so lucky. I miss him a lot.
And I know you all have your stories.
I got so excited about the stories that he told. I remember being at Don Diamant's wedding and sitting next to Bill and Lee, and Bill said, "I have a story for you now."
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, and I said, "That's great, Bill. I'm really happy."
He was a
about that."
storyteller.
And he wanted to tell me in the worst way. My wife finally said, "You're starting to appear rude now."
You know, he only knew us by our character name, really.
He would call us by our character.
Yeah.
He would?
Yeah.
We'd answer to it. It didn't bother us.
I have to say this to the audience. Bill Bell saved my life. Bill Bell and my son, Colin. And if I bring tears to my eyes or yours about this, because when I taught Catherine to drink. I taught her to stop. She taught me to start. And it came to the point that it would start to interfere with my career. He got together with Colin. I came home from work one day, and Colin said, well, you're packed, Mom, let's go. I said, where? Off to St. John's. I said, is that, you remember the meeting you told you? I've known her since she was 4.5 years old, crazy kid. I never forget that, because I said, it's about time somebody helped me.
Yeah.
Saved my life.
You know, Laura Lee, look at you.
You miss him more as the time goes on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, yes. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna make me cry now. Okay. See, I would be terrible on the show because I would live it all.
No, that's good.
But you know, we have a little surprise for you, something that we want you to see. Can we show the video?
Oh my God.
Laura Lee Bell.
Oh my God.
Oh,
she's a very, very precious girl. I know that sounds like father talking, but it is a father talking. She is just, she is someone who is just not to be believed. She is such a good, fine person, and she's full of fun, full of life. She is very talented. I think she's emerging one of the finest actresses there is, and she is among our most precious possessions.
Oh, sweet. He's so sweet.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, you know? So sweet. And my mom, I just, The best. You know what
Okay,
it's like.
seriously.
She's a good family.
Well, I'm Daddy's only girl, so I understand. Yeah, there's
But
that.
she has a mother to match.
You know what? Absolutely. And when we come back, we have a few more surprises, maybe that, and in store for all of you for Young and Restless cast. So don't go away. Awesome. You guys are great.
Coming up, Marie toasts the last 40 years of The Young and the Restless and a surprise appearance.
Okay, so I have had the best time today, and I want to thank all of my guests, Melody, Peter, Michelle, Joshua, Laura Lee, Doug, Jess, Jean, of course, and I want to say a very special thank you to a woman who has been a true inspiration to everybody here. You all adore her. We all do. The co-creator of Young and the Restless, Lee Phillip Bell. Laura Lee, do you not love this woman?
I love that woman.
Oh my gosh.
And I love her.
Lee, is this just an amazing thing for you to see?
Yes, it was. It was fantastic. It was wonderful.
You created this. Is that not amazing? So, you know what? Let's toast 40 years, shall we?
Yes.
40 years. It's non-alcoholic.
Right, okay.